The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
This defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Kamara.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. You talk about this Washington defense.
They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I like his focus there, because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
20. 5.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Now it's Richardson. He's going to get this complete here to lock it.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Nick Benito.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
2nd and 10.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Kamara.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Kamara. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with Kamara. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Alvin Kamara with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one?
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Richardson to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Got his man, Okonkwo.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Richardson looking to throw this. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Kamara try the right side.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
17. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. Flushed out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now Richardson.
Being chased. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Anthony Richardson
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Give him the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Mayfield.
He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Mayfield looks to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football. Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Mayfield to throw it.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier, and those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now 2nd and 3.
This is Brown going up the middle.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And finally marked down at the 23.
40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Play fake. Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. This is caught.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders are back within a score.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They run it again with Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Richardson going on 4th down.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Open man is the rookie, Theo Johnson.
And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field.
It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4.
On the counter, here's Kamara.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Deion Henley there on the tackle. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a tap forward by Richardson.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. play action. Now Richardson.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Mayfield on play action. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A gain of 39 that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mayfield now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now.
Kamara up the middle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off play action. Richardson
Rolling to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jones on the return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Mayfield off the play fake.
Over the middle, he has Okonkwo.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Adam Thielen from 4 yards out.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cowboys, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our